not really true.
No, I'd be concerned about, like, people being able... Oh, wait.
What? What?
These have... I mean, like, if you can have captions here, why can't you have captions
Because there's
in the
no voice acting here.
No, but, I mean, you know what I'm saying, though. It's like...
Yeah, it is pretty dumb. Like, these should be on 100% of the time.
What about hearing impaired people who would want to play this game?
Well, yeah. That's really strange. I don't really know. I don't have an explanation for that. Alright. We will fight. Why not invite some goats to join us too? Yeah. Alright. So we're gonna do some fighting, I believe.
Fighting, eh?
Yeah, so that... Alright, so it's in the back. Okay, so we're gonna fight near the houses. This is like the meat of the game is the combat system, basically. Which, to me, I like because it's a tactical battle. And they're kind of introducing concepts as you go.
Kind of nice way of tutorialing it in.
Yeah. So you might want to kind of move these around so Rook goes first. Yeah, that's probably for the best. There we go. Yeah, because you can't hear it, obviously, but I can hear it. The actual battle music is about 5 times louder than that voice acting was.
Oh, wow.
Which is really dumb. It's often something that these companies don't... Well, these developers just don't seem to understand, or they just don't... They don't really consider it. They don't think about it. The one with the shield looks like trouble. Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with that.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to just keep him here. I want him to come in this direction. What I want to do is try and...
Box them in?
Well, just bring them in closer so I can use ranged combat. So this guy has a standard ranged attack, but he's also got that other attack, which is really good. If you gang up on one character and then you use this guy's special, Mark Prey,
right.
All allies within range automatically attack the target.
But doesn't he have to be like within one square, so aren't you gonna
Yeah,
have to move?
it's a melee attack.
So you're gonna have to move the other guy in front of
Well, I mean, in this case, we're not going to do it. Because, I mean, we're going to wail on this guy. We're going to try and keep this guy away for a little while. Maybe I assume this guy's quicker, so maybe we can... If we move Rook over in this direction, and then we put the shield bearer in front of him, and hopefully try and take this guy out before we get into range of him, that's probably the best way. He's not in attack range from here anyway, by the looks of it. Unfortunately, there's also no undo, I think, on any of these actions.
That's
so
kind of odd.
It's a little odd because you end up having to learn attack ranges. Because, like, here, I'm 1 square off. I don't know if it was possible for me to actually get into attack range here.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a thing that was possible to do. You can see their movement range, which is good. But, in my opinion, you should always be able to see attack range before you actually move from any particular position. But... as far as I remember, it's also possible to do waypoints, so you can move in stages. It's not like, say, XCOM, where you take your movement and that's it. So I think the best way to move is just to move little bits at a time and then figure out what's going on. So then it ceases to be a problem. Alright. So we definitely want the Shield Basher in range right here just to do some damage, so I'm going to push him forward. I think actually, am I wrong? Yeah, no. Am I wrong? I thought you could move in stages. Maybe just because I've got into melee range. I'll try it again later. Battering ram. Knock adjacent units up to 4 tiles for 1 armor damage and 1 unit to pass through. Okay. So that's useful for getting, if you're ganged up on, for getting those guys out of the way. I think I'm just going to hit him as hard as I can for 5 strength. There we go. Because it talked to me earlier about waypointing. Right-clicking seems to have done that. Okay, so you use the right-click, and then I can actually, like, this is a waypoint, but then I right-click again and clear it, so...
Oh. That's not so bad, then.
Yeah. As for attack range... yeah, it does when you do the right-click thing. Because if I move back here, that number disappears. So, I'm clearly in range there. So I can hit him from there, and I probably will. I'm kind of tempted to... no, actually, it's fine. I don't think that... yeah, he's not going to be able to really move up to me, I don't think. So we can just attack him from there. And do a little bit more strength damage. we go. So he's going to come onto that. Alright. Do we really want to face up to him? What's his ability?
He looks pretty small to be dealing with something that...
He's got Shield Wall. Adds 1 armor to allies and himself while adjacent to the ally. And he also blocks 3 damage per hit because he's got a passive called Stonewall, which means actually he is ideal for going up against a character that does heavy damage.
Still looks a bit like a weenie to me.
It does look a little bit David and Goliath, doesn't it? But so
Yeah.
so what I'm going to do with him is I'm going to Stonewall, which is going to increase that, and then that should be fine. I don't know if he can take him on his own. Maybe. I guess we'll find out. What I'd like to do is move in here.
Yeah, and then use your ability.
Use that ability so we can do a double attack on him, I guess. Let's try Mark Prey. Okay, there we go. So he's now going to attack, and then there's the follow-up. Didn't do a lot of damage, though, so not necessarily convinced about that.
Ooh.
Whoa, okay, that was a thing.
Wow.
I should also keep remembering you need to leave this on. I don't know why it's off by default, but it needs to be on. Alright, this is cool because they've actually lined up here, so I can use my battering ram to smash this guy back and through this guy. So that should do the job. Should do significant damage as well, I think. There we go. Not that much. But it means he has to spend a turn getting back into range. Although he did manage to do some damage anyway, so there's limited use to that. Well, I can actually kill him off. Unfortunately, there's no dredge adjacent to him to do splinter damage. That would be nice, but I think we'll maybe just work on the armor of the other guy right now. Put some willpower into it. It's a very weird combat system. It takes a decent amount of getting used to because the conventions are rather strange. Alright, do I want to get back into range with the big scary dude? Probably. I'm trying to think if I can somehow make my ability work. I think I can. If I move him here, I'm pretty sure that this guy will then benefit from the upgrade. There, you see?
Ah, nice.
Yeah, so he gains the upgrade here, and then I can Stonewall again.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'll just put my Stonewall up, so... That's then going to give armor bonuses across the board.
Right.
So now we want to do attacks, probably with range attack. Actually, I don't even have to range attack. I can move here, and I can do Mark Prey again. And then I can have them both attack. There we go. That was a deflection, because the armor value was too high. So now this guy's getting beaten on.
Yep.
However, there is an opportunity. So if we move here, then we do battering ram, we can send him through all the other dudes. Smack!
Nice.
So that disrupts the formation, does a bit of extra damage, so that's pretty cool. Can I line up Thread the Needle here? I can, it's a little bit risky. I'm going to take that risk, though, because it's awesome. So I'm going to put Thread the Needle through him. Actually, I'll just click here, that's probably the best way. And then that puts that arrow right through both of them, I think. Does a bit of armor damage and a bit of strength damage as well, so... Things are going okay. Okay... Eagle, the shield wall dude. So he now needs to move into a place where he can actually defend them properly, but that's going to be very difficult to do. I can't get into range of these weaker guys, so... His armor's almost down, isn't he?
This is very distracting with the chat posting your princess emoticon.
I already regret putting those emoticons in.
Oh, but why? You're the prettiest,
As far as I can
princess.
tell, you can't actually...
You're ignoring me.
I am, because of stupid meme shit. As far as I can tell, you can't actually turn the characters around. Like, this is the only perspective the battlefield has. It's actually a bit annoying, because especially if you have these banners on, you can barely see your characters. You can see what I mean?
Yeah.
So, what would be nice here is the ability to rotate
yeah.
in 4 directions, but you don't seem to have that.
There's like no keybind or anything to do it for you.
I don't know, because there's no
nothing.
information anywhere
Right.
in this game ever. So that's the real problem. You can click and drag around the place. And this is basically the only information you ever get.
Options is where to customize your combat experience. But is there anything?
There is
There's
nothing here to
there.
customize my combat experience. Not a thing.
Wow.
Not a thing. That is bullshit. But yeah, you can only, like, move around the scene like this. And it's like, oh, they've did all this detail, which you'll never need. But you can't... I assume they probably just didn't draw the rest of it. So you can't do it at different angles. That I find pretty irritating. Alright, his armor's almost gone. So, can I attack him from here? No. No, didn't think so. You can't attack him diagonally. So, You got to kind of click behind this guy. It's fiddly. Unnecessarily so. So we're going to smack him for 7. I could have actually smacked him for 8 there with willpower. I probably should have. Alright, so he's going to do 1 damage there. I'm not really concerned about that. And now we can do that mark target thing. I'm trying to think from where. We don't want to mark target here because that's overkill. If I mark target on this guy, I think my archer should also fire. If I recall correctly. So we go mark prey on him. Do the attack, and then the archer attacks as well. And it gets deflected, so... I mean, it was a cool idea, but... Oh! Yeah, that is pretty cool, though. So he's almost gone. I could just kill him off completely. In fact, it might be the best thing to do, because I can't actually do anything else right now with this guy, so I'm just going to stab him. There we go. So that gets the renown, gives us the little bonus there. It also means, I think his turn was next, so I just got an additional turn on top of that. And then I can go thread the needle on these guys again. There we go. I mean, it's a really satisfying combat system once you get the hang of it, but I definitely feel there's actually quite a lot of depth to it in the way that you use your characters.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious as to, like, how long it would actually take you to do these battles. Like, I mean, given, like, how many there are. I mean,
well, I mean, that's the meat of the game.
Yeah.
You don't want them over quickly, right?
No, of course not. But I'm just saying, like, you know, in general, like, how long would you say that a typical battle will take you?
It's hard to say. I want to stonewall here just to try and get some aggro.
Like, the thing that really gets me is, like, when I'm playing a game that's, you know, kind of like this, and then I get interrupted by doing other things, and it's like, ah! And then I forget what I'm doing. So for me, it's like, I at least want something to be over within, like, a chunk of maybe, like, 15 minutes or something.
Yeah, I mean, you
like
can totally
that.
do this in 15 minutes. You just gotta not suck.
I was gonna say, because you seem to be taking quite...
Well, that's because I'm commentating. Also, I should have used the willpower there. I could have actually killed that guy. And now he's down to 1. Oh, he's dead. Fuck. Screwed that up completely. I don't think there's permadeath in this game, although I might be wrong.
Don't die, Biscuit.
That was pretty idiotic of me. I need to work on this guy's armor a little bit more. It's pretty high, because you can see his armor's so high that we're getting deflections from time and time again, which is not good. I don't think I can hit him at that angle. Pretty sure the... Oh, no, I can hit him. In fact, if I stand here and fight... Oh! Okay. Bonus damage to targets who have lost armor if the archer has not moved. Okay, so I can actually do 3 to him, strength damage. And I'll buff it up to 4. There we go. Yeah, apparently they get injured for a couple of days, so they can't fight.
See, this isn't actually a research stream for you. It's a research stream so chat will actually tell you about the game.
Well, that's the
No!
point of the research stream.
It's like, hi, I'm going to do research, and I'm just going to stream it and stuff, but you keep the chat right here so that way you can cheat. It's like cheating. Hey, guys, do my work for me. Tell me about the game.
You're like that really moronic person on Reddit that bitched about that.
Am I?
Yeah, you really are.
No, I mean, I didn't mean to say am I. What I meant to say was there.
Yeah, there was a guy that basically made that
There was somebody who said that?
Yeah, unironically.
Oh, okay, because I was just making a funny joke. I'm sorry.
Never
I'm not funny,
underestimate the stupidity of people on the internet.
Okay, no, I actually didn't know that someone had
legitimately said
did
that.
No,
Yeah,
I was just joking.
That was lovely. Alright, well, I can't... Actually, I could probably get him into range. I can blow the war horn.
I feel like the horrible person now.
It's fine. But never do it again!
Shut up, Biscuit!
Can I... But, sir, won't we hit our own troops? Yes. Well, we'll hit theirs as well. Yes! Because I can. Alright, let's finish him off. There we go. Oh, 11 damage on that. That's pretty sick. Slap.
More achievements.
And renown and such. Your renown grows. Promotion for Ivor. There we go. Sweet. Don't hesitate to turn the difficulty down. Don't hesitate to be a weakling.
They're not insulting your masculinity whatsoever.
No, of course not. They were mentioning items earlier. I don't know what's going on with that. The thing is, like, I do know a decent amount about the combat system because I did play a little bit of Banner Saga Factions, which is they released the multiplayer component of this free a while ago. The problem with it is that imagine how long that was taking for my battle. Double that.
So it's kind of like, what game am I thinking of? You already know. The iOS game where you actually do have to, like, wait for other people to make their turn. And
There's plenty
we played
of those.
it.
Oh, what, Outwitters?
Yeah. So, I
well,
mean,
no, it's way, way worse than that. Because the thing is, Outwitters is designed to be played over the course of a number of days.
Yeah.
Like, because you take your turn and then you just wait for someone to take the turn, and you just get back to doing what you're doing. You can't really do that in a game like this.
Yeah.
That's why those asynchronous turn games on iOS work really well, but they don't design them all that well for PC, even though you could very easily do it.
Yeah.
Like, you could have, like, Pit Boss, basically, for Civ 4, where you could just have it minimized, and then it pops up a notification when your turn's ready.
Right.
But they don't do that, so playing Banner Saga Factions is actually really annoying as a direct result, because it takes far too long for a battle to end. So, what I will say is that it's actually one of the only pay-to-lose games that I've ever seen.
Pay to lose?
Yeah, quite literally. So what happens is, you can pay to get higher level characters, right?
Okay.
But you know what happens when you do that? You get matched up against higher level people. So if you do that from the very start, you get obliterated because they know way better how to use the abilities than how you do. So there's actually no reason to buy at all in that game. So
it's not like the developer actually, like, loses in that case, though.
They actually do, yeah. I doubt they made that much money off Banner Saga Factions, but the thing is, like, they did the Kickstarter, and it's like, oh, well, we can release the multiplayer component earlier, maybe make a bit extra scratch, you know, and that's really about it. But I personally hated Factions. I was going to do a video on it, and I despised it, because it took so much time to actually win the battles that I got pissed off with it. Whereas here, against the AI, it takes way less time. So you've always got something to do, which is why I prefer the combat system in the single player.
I can see that.
It's way better. Alright. I will keep watch. You have some pretty cool choices here. It's like they're almost mixing a little bit of King of Dragon Pass in here as well, along with a bit of Oregon Trail. So, I like that. A Colossus appears around the side. It silently looms over Roulette.
You're not reading it right.
Let's... I'm gonna go with not shoot it with an arrow.
Are you gonna shout at her?
Yeah. She snaps out of attention, does not... Oh, dear. It's okay.
This isn't gonna end well.
Oh man, that's Grum. Grum?
Grum?
Grum? Grum? That's
Grum.
That's grim. Yeah, apparently. I think Eggle might die here. Yep, he's dead. Wow, his skull got broken open. That's rough. I wonder if there's a way to save him. That's what I'm really curious about now. Like, I want to reload and see if you can, but when was the last save? 9:30? When was that though?
Well, 9:30's right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
I wonder if it saved that. Let's find out. Did it save before or after the choice?
He's just gonna let you die twice.
I just want to know if it's possible to save this. Oh.
He's already dead.
Is he already dead? Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Fair enough. Wow, so I just got that boy killed. I'm an asshole.
By shouting at the chick.
Well, I wonder if there's a way to stop that, or whether or not it's possible to... Because wasn't the choice one of the choices earlier that I could have sent those guys away?
Yep, I think so.
So I pretty much just got that kid killed by the looks of it. I'm a dickhead. I am
Totalbiscuit.
I'm an asshole.
You are.
All right, let's go to the hero's tent. It's okay. I'll get over it. All right. Okay. Ah, you've got items as well. What does this do? Alert's bracelets. Okay, +1 armor, +1 strength, +1 willpower. Okay. Oh, wow, you could give that to someone that isn't alert. What a... No. Yeah. It's got armor, so it seems like you'd want to give that to someone like Iva, I guess. Yeah, armor, strength, and willpower. Yeah, give it to Iva. And Rook is injured for 1 day. +1 strength in battle. Oh, so he can still fight? Okay. But he's just not as strong. For some reason, all of my dudes aren't here. I guess they're probably elsewhere. Can I get a level up for any of these guys? Yes, I can. I can promote Iva. Okay. Promote for 5 renown. There we go.
No, 2 points.
Yeah. I'm not sure how the skills level up. That's... Because there's multiple ranks for these skills, but I'm not sure how they level up. I don't think... I assume you can't level them up here. Yeah, I mean, there doesn't seem to be any way of doing that. So
do they level on their own, I wonder?
It probably just levels on its own, yeah.
If you gain higher...
It's gotta be rank related,
right.
I assume. Okay, so, I mean, he's a shield guy, so we really want to give him a bunch more armor, don't we? Okay, so I can put 2 points into that. I wonder why I can't go any higher than that. I guess it's just capped. Oh, never mind. I actually used both of my level points. I was getting confused here. This down here, I think, yeah, it's the number of kills you need to be promoted to the next rank.
Oh, nice.
So,
okay.
And neither of these guys can level up yet because they've only got 1 kill each. So, something you've got to bear in mind and keep an eye on if you want to level guys up is who's attacking what and how many kills they have. Yep, skills level up with promoting. Thank you, Stranger Q.
Stranger Q knows a lot about this game.
Well, he's beaten it, so
yeah.
that helps. Like, I wanted to beat it on the day it came out, but I've been really busy the last few days, so it's been a little difficult.
What do you think of the game so far?
I like the battle system an awful lot. The animation quality is really, really good.
Yeah.
It's just there's little holes. I think it's like it's something that I even knows. You remember words, fucking words. Try again. So you remember Shadowrun Returns, right?
I do.
It's
I actually love that game.
Yeah, I love Shadowrun Returns as well, but it's another one of those Kickstarter games where some stuff that seems kind of obvious is missing. You know, like being able to save properly and being able to backtrack.
Yeah.
Like, all that stuff just isn't there.
Okay.
It's like, it's the Kickstarter syndrome of, we basically met our goal and we did what we set out to do, but the extra kind of polish that would have gone into a game like this isn't there. So you have those problems, like the fact that you can't make the battlefields rotate. They're all in one fixed perspective.
That is kind of annoying.
You know?
I
the fact that there's no captions under the voice acting. You know?
Yeah.
The fact that there's no options menu. It's basic stuff. The game actually, by the way, also has no saves. It's all auto-saves. I guess that's in there for a reason.
What frame rate is it locked to, Biscuit?
I don't know what frame rate actually it's running at. Let me...
Since this seems to be a research stream continuous thing that we do, I'm just curious.
This screen is actually varying a little bit between like 40 and 46, which is a little weird. It would be interesting to see what the battles run at, though, because, you know, what this screen runs at doesn't really matter that much. I don't even think the stream can actually see that overlay. I think not, but yeah, I mean, it's just DX9 game, it's nothing unusual, but yeah, it's sitting at around 40 frames per second. There are no graphics options of any description, so
true.
Apparently, you'll also be able to save anywhere where the new DLC comes. Even no, that's in Shadowrun. Yeah,
okay.
They've been promising that for months. Yeah, I know about that. All right, the market. All right, so we can buy stuff. We buy stuff with renown by the looks of it. Do we? Yeah, I assume so. I mean, it's in red, so you'd think. Total available 45. Oh, and you can buy supplies as well. Okay. Huh. Interesting. They appear to have rarities by the looks of it. So the green epic item.
They can see the frame rate, by the way.
Can they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. It just wasn't showing up in XSplit. Alright. Well, you can keep an eye on the frame rate in the corner then. Lightning runestone. This is... I need that thing. Look at that. It's got +1 of drawing aggro. Yeah.
Nice.
Fuck that. We're absolutely getting one of them. Alright, cool. We've got plenty of supplies, and that just basically spent all my renown there, so... Alright.
You haven't done your WTFs on this yet?
No. I actually did film about an hour of it at PAX, but a lot of the stuff that you're seeing here was missing. Like, all of the item stuff and most of the progression didn't seem to even be in that build.
I was going to say, did you do that at PAX East? Because I don't actually remember seeing this game.
Yeah, you weren't there. You were...
I was there. I was in the hotel because I had a broken ankle.
Yes.
Now, normally I remember... I try to remember most of the games that we see.
It was one of those afternoons where you stayed at the hotel to do some encoding and stuff like that because your ankle was hurting a lot.
Okay.
So you decided not to. I'm going to actually remove a Let's Bracer from here and give him this. There we go. And I assume that's a level requirement down the bottom there. That would make sense. So he's got 10% chance of ×2 strength damage and +1 of drawing aggro. So that's cool. And then we can go back to... I guess we'll just give that to Rook. There we go. Because in theory, we shouldn't be letting Alette get hurt anyway, if we actually do it properly. Yeah, pretty much. The only useful person in chat is Stranger Q. Everyone else is terrible.
I love you, Stranger Q. Thank you for apparently doing our job for us.
In fact, you know what I'm going to do, actually, is...
What are you going to do?
Stranger Q will win a prize for that. From we have been building up a supply of games, actually.
Yay!
That over the last few weeks. I've got because I've used referral codes and things for Green Man Gaming, I built up a huge amount of credit with them, and I'm using it to buy stuff to give to subscribers. So I am going to award Stranger Q for his help with one of the games that we've bought here. So let me just...
What do we have?
I'll bring up the library and you can see. And then...
It's like, 'cause I give away a lot of games.
Yeah, I bought a bunch more since then.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'll give him a selection to choose from here. Okay. Because some of these are stuff that I actually bought for myself.
Typing of the Dead Overkill. That was fun.
Typing of the Dead Overkill?
I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that game.
yeah.
I don't care what anyone says.
Okay, so I've got copies of Hitman Blood Money. I've got copies of Hitman Absolution, Scribblenauts Unlimited. I've got copies of Tomb Raider, as in the new one. And let's see, Sword of the Stars, The Pit. Yep, that's one. I've got copies of Batman Game of the Year pack, which is Batman Arkham City and Batman Arkham Asylum. Yeah, so I think, yeah, that's pretty much what I bought, I think.
Yeah, I don't see
I may have
else.
some, I'm not sure if I've got spare copies of Mortal Kombat. I might, but yeah, so there's some stuff in there. So Stranger Q can pick from one of those. Let me know which one of those you want, and I will send that over to you. In the meantime, let's get back to it. Sorry the rest of us suck so much.
Aww.
It's fine. I might do a little giveaway at the end of this for some of the other stuff. I might give away some copies of Blood Money, because as much as I'd like to give away copies of Absolution, Blood Money is actually a better game. So it's like, yeah, have Blood Money. I actually have like 20 copies of Blood Money, I think, that I bought. Annoyingly, Green Man Gaming only lets you buy it 5 at a time, so I'm like, oh, it's on sale, better buy 50 copies, and it's like, 5 buy, 5 buy. It goes through about 5 screens.
First world problems.
Yeah. Yeah, so Stranger Q, let me know which one you want, and I'll get it sent over right to you. Alright. But yeah, we'll be doing a lot more giveaways. I'm just trying to build up this kind of nice big library of giveaway copies. Whenever they do a sale, I try and buy a bunch of copies of that game, so that I can sort of build up a war chest of giveaways.
Gaming soccer mom Totalbiscuit goes to Costco, gets a bajillion games for $2.
It's pretty much, yeah, pretty much how that works. Alright, so that was that. We got to the market, that's what Heroes does. The Great Hall, I assume, is how you advance the story. Yeah, that was interesting. When we went to character, it actually dropped the frame rate to about 30. The frame rate is actually very inconsistent. I mean, it doesn't really make much of a difference, because the frame rate in this scene makes 0 difference whatsoever, right? It doesn't matter at all. But there's a massive variance in frame rate, which really confuses me. I do need to test this off stream, though, because it's entirely possible that it's the stream that's sucking the frame rate out. So we can call it the biscuit tin, folks, if you want. You want a name for the war chest? Yeah, it's the biscuit tin. In my big biscuit tin, I have many, many games. I have many, many things. Okay. I trust Ivor, because he's big and scary. So yeah, you keep an eye on that and see if Stranger Q replies as to which of those titles he wants.
He could just PM you on Twitch.
I'm not. Yeah, but I can't read that PM right now.
I know.
Be useful.
But
look at the chat.
Why do you have to know, like, right now what he wants? Maybe he wants to, like, take his time and choose. Maybe
Pressure.
Maybe he doesn't want other people knowing what game he wants.
Oh, wow. Will they be judged? I see.
We won't judge you. Promise. I mean, come on. We played the princess game.
You've been judging me for weeks about that.
It hasn't even been a week. I released that video last week.
It feels like
we played it last week. You're still gonna play Secret of the Magic Crystal.
Alright.
It's gonna be awesome.
I trust Ivor because he's big and scary.
Will you quit trusting Ivor? He's gonna, like, crush you.
I gave him my best item, so I trust him. And he's level 2, so that makes him more important than these dudes. Also, this guy also has a squid on his head, so...
Blood money.
Blood money? Alright, cool. I'll get that over to you after the stream's done.
The choice has been made.
Blood money's so good. Absolutely better than Absolution, in my opinion. Alright.
I still wish Hitman Contracts was on Steam.
Oh, well, isn't the problem with Contracts still that one piece of music that,
I think it is.
license expired and then they couldn't host it anywhere? That was infuriating.
I liked that game.
Contracts is good. I think 2's better than Contracts, though.
Well, ever since we saw it at... That was also a PAX, wasn't it? Didn't we see Contracts?
No. Contracts is very old.
Oh, no.
You're thinking about
thinking
Absolution.
Yeah, I am thinking of Absolution.
Yeah, Absolution is the latest one. Contracts is not on Steam. That was the third one in the series that came out. That was over 5 years ago.
My bad.
All right.